Hey BookTube, it's Mia and we are back again with another video today, and I am doing the mid-year book check-in tag. I think that's what it's called, the mid-year check-in tag. Yeah, I was tagged by both Bookish Paradise and Caitlin and Alyssa. I hope I'm saying your name right, girl. I have Sky joining me here today, so we're just going to jump right into the topics. This is going to be a pretty short video. Let's just jump right in. First question is, how many books have you read this year? I read a whopping 24 books. So according to Goodreads, I'm one book away from reaching my challenge goal, which means I need to go ahead and up it a little bit. I halved it this year from 50. I reached 25, so I need to add a couple of more books to that. Question 2, favorite book you've read so far this year? And again, I'm going to have to give that to God's Grave by J. Kristoff. I already have a full video about that. I love that book. I love that series. Cannot wait for the third one to come out. Most disappointed book this year, I'm going to have to give that to Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. It just didn't do it for me. I have a whole video about that as well. It's like a little mystery thriller almost, but it was just very slow and boring. I did not like it. I don't think I'm going to continue on with that series. Most read genre, surprisingly, it was contemporary. I usually don't do contemporary, but I checked the Goodreads, y'all, and more than half of the books that I read, more than half of the 24 books I read were contemporary novels, and that is crazy because I'm more of a fantasy girl, but yeah, contemporary hands down this time. Name a new favorite author you discovered this year. I'm going to have to give that to two people. The first one being Toby Adeyemi. She wrote Children of Blood and Bone, of course, and I absolutely love that. And the other new author that I discovered this year was Leanne Moriarty, who wrote Big Little Lies, The House of Secret, What Alice Forgot, all of which I talked about on this video already. So yeah, definitely check them out. They're awesome. What's the most surprising good book you read so far this year? I'm going to have to give that to Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I was not expecting to like that book, and I wind up loving it. It was such a cute story. Another one that I have a full review on, so if you're interested in hearing my thoughts about that book, please feel free to do so and watch that video. What are your fave and most anticipated 2018 releases? Okay, so the most favorite one was supposed to be Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff, the third book in the God's Nevernight series, but I guess it's been pushed back to next year. I don't know how true that is. I haven't double checked that myself. I just heard a couple of other booktubers mention it. So without that one, it was going to have to be The Emerald Sea by Michelle Reed, which I have not bought yet, and I'm actually surprised. I've been waiting forever for that book to come out. And The Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. I am on edge trying to find out what happened, because if you read Lord of Shadows, I think it was called. Yeah, I think it was called that. Didn't you know what the cliffhanger was? And I am like super excited to find out what the hell happened next. What is your next big priority for your reading? Okay, so basically my biggest priority right now is to read the self-help books I have on my shelf. I was in, like, a couple of months ago, I was in this whole like self-help. I'm trying to empower myself. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to give myself mental focus or whatever I was on. And I bought like a whole stack of self-help books, and I read like the first or second chapter of each book, put it down, completely forgot about it. I think I need to read it, because in order for you to, you know, empower yourself or whatever it is that you want to do, you kind of got to read the book so that you can put the steps into action. So yeah, I definitely need to do that. And it's not even like a depression thing. It's just something that I just want to do. I just want to read it. Stuff could help me for everyday life. So I definitely want to get ahead of that. And the second biggest priority, but this won't be until like the holiday season, I want to reread the Harry Potter series, but I want to read it with my daughter Danny. She's always asking me questions about it. that damn dog. She always wants to ask, she's always asking me questions about the series, and you can kind of tell she wants to pick it up and try to read it, but she always kind of puts it back down. So I think if we read it together, she may get into it, and even if she decides like, hey, this is not for me, or no, I don't want to read it, at least I can just continue on with the series, because I do want to reread it as an adult now. I read it way back when it first came out, and I couldn't tell you anything about the books anymore. I just know I'm a fan, so I want to reread it as an adult. Let's see, what's been your bookish highlight of the year so far? Okay, so obviously the easy answer, BookTube, of course. Just being a part of this wonderful community, meeting all of you guys. I've met some really cool people here so far, and I just love it. It's my outlet besides just reading. This is my second outlet from everyday life stresses and everything. So yeah, it's book related, so this is definitely the highlight of my year so far. And the last question is, who do you tag? Okay, so I am going to tag Castle Library, Leslie Cardix, and Books with Brandie, all of whom I will link their channels down below. Make sure you guys check them out because they are great, awesome people. I love them to death. And anybody else who wants to do this, who hasn't done this, fairly popular, so I don't know who else have done it, but I don't think I've seen them done it yet, so I'll tag them and anybody else who wants to do it. And with that, I'm going to end the video here and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.